When I internship in Philly, I used to get on the subway at the 69th Street station where this used to run.
There's no story for us.
You can't cross the road.
I was telling Ronnie that your grandmother used to have to run out and take the laundry off the line. Cold train came by with the smoke all over her laundry.
Where's that?
West Virginia, when your mother was a baby, young, you know. So they lived near the railroad track. You had to run out and take the laundry down because the coal smoke from the engine.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, was that when they lived in St. Albans?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well actually,
Actually, your uncle, Dickie, he used to live right on the train line, was in his backyard. No, when he was after he went back to Tennessee.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, the building on your right was original to the Lackawanna Railroad. They used to build the locomotives for the Lackawanna in this building. It takes them about 3 city blocks. Back in the day, they stopped building the locomotives. And the ship plant still is today. Got about 75 cabins. Big shells for the house. That's why you see all of the security out.
Yeah.
I can go to the idea of the stand and we'll go right there. No, the Radisson.
Okay. The older building?
What's that?
In that older building?
Finest of it all. It's got like convention center in there. No,
Or was it
no.
Now he's so
Tim
fun.
and Tracy were. That's when I was in basketball. Fire hall and all that. But no, because you're the other Tim. You're thinking of
Robinson. That was
no,
Robinson.
yeah, Tim Holden. So Tim Holden, he had a Catholic church up there in Scranton. I can't remember when they had the reception. They might have had the reception there at the Radisson. Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
That was
'Cause I feel
nice.
like we've been there.
track with the local railroad, the overlocked line. The trolley runs all by yourself. No trains can run out here. When the train comes out, no trolleys around. Very well. Rail cars you see next to me are now gone. The other side are fixed out cars and covers not the cars. This is an active rail line.
On the other side, that's the
Coming up here on your left-hand side, you're going to notice iron gates against the side of the hill. Right now, you're going to start seeing the gates. What this once was an entrance to a working anthracite coal mine. That's where the men used to enter. Now, that's a very, very old mine. It closed in 1900 before the railroad you're traveling on, which is called the Laurel Line, was built in 1903. The number one industry in northeast Pennsylvania, mining of anthracite coal. This region was one of the richest anthracite coal fields in the world. At one point, we supplied 75% of all the anthracite for the entire world from northeastern Pennsylvania. Our last operating coal mine closed here in 1967. We don't mine coal here anymore. That happened because the demand simply went away. Plenty of coal underground, there's just no demand for it. That last coal mine is about 5 miles south of here. It's the Lackawanna County coal mine tour. If you ever get a chance to take that, if you're here for a little bit of a stay, it is outstanding, very educational. You get to go 300 feet underground to actually see and experience how the men used to mine coal here. So it's quite an eye-opener. It's great on a hot day. It's 55 degrees constantly in the mine, so it's a little relief. On your left, beautiful. Now the first thing you're going to see is Roaring Brook underneath of us. It's obviously not living up to its name, but we haven't had a significant rain here in about 3 or 4 weeks. Up above that is the Step Falls. You got to kind of look through all the tree limbs. It's a 3-story man-made waterfall. It's part of the iron furnaces, which are just downstream of us. Scranton Iron Furnaces were the very first industry here in the region. In the 1840s, they used to make T-rails, blast furnaces, for the Erie Railroad, many of the other railroads here in Scranton. But up above that waterfall is Nyack Park. That's our big park here in the city of Scranton. And the bridge in the foreground, the Harrison Avenue Bridge. Now, directly in front of you is our tunnel. The tunnel is a mile long, 121 years old this year. It took a year to build it, 1904 to 1905. When they completed it in 1905, it cost $1 million to build that tunnel. So here we go, everybody, and this is our air conditioning. Same deal, it's about 55 degrees for a couple of minutes. Here we go, into the tunnel. right, all the way out. Last mountain on your left. Travel right along the base of the mountain. Wildlife nature, some animals, deer, turkeys. Yesterday we had a bunch of black bears running around out here, so that's all you can see. A lot of beavers in the swamp area. That's a typical switchback right here. So we have a freight user, we don't use that at all for the trolley. There's a customer all the way up on the other side of the mountain here, so that's how they go up the mountain, straight up and get layered in the tracks. Montage Mountain Road. Interstate 81 again's on your right, a little hard to see in the trees, but that's the Davis Street interstate. One more crossing, we're going to go Glenmar Boulevard. Glenmar goes up to shops with Montage, movie theaters, restaurants, hotels, etc. This crossing has gates, lights, and bells on it. Rail Riders, New York Yankees AAA. We're about to run out of track and the overhead wire. Once we get stopped, we're going to be turning around to head back and I'll explain to you how we do that. It's pretty simple. The motorman's going to get off the car, he's going to switch the poles, and he also will take all of his operating control handles from this end, and he's going to go to that end. So that's now going to become the front of the car. So for you guys now, you have the easy part. Those of you sitting sideways, your seats are stationary, they don't move. But the rest of you, except for one seat, and I'll point that one out in a second, will turn. So it's very simple. If you don't want to ride backwards, come out into the aisle, only the back of the seat is in.